Hello, this is Woot Doctor. I was one of the winners of the hashtag AMD Everywhere Twitter contest. And the contest was for a notebook coming from AMD. And the parcel's arrived from AMD. Here it is. So let's, you and me, open it up and see what kind of notebooks come with an AMD APU these days. Without further ado, I'm really excited because I haven't got a new notebook in several years, and my last notebook is not an APU, and so it's going to be really interesting, I think, to try the notebook out and see how it performs. And so we've got here an invoice, this paperwork, and oh, look at this, look at this. Isn't that sweet? A t-shirt. Part of the AMD Red Team. They had sent me a sticker before, so I was already part of the AMD Red Team. But so I now got the t-shirt to go with the sticker. Well, that's really nice of them to do that. Thank you, AMD. Wonderful. Okay. Here's a big box. It is from Lenovo. And let me take the packing box and move that away. Ta-da! So this is a Lenovo notebook. And let me see if I can get any info off of the front of it. That's just shipping information from when it was shipped to AMD. Okay, so let's open up the Lenovo box and have a look at the notebook itself. Okay, time to open the box. Lenovo. Front side. Here's the back side. And if we look at this side, we've got, looks like a power port. Here's where the vent is. Here's a VGA. We've got, okay, that is the network port, which has got a little door on it to protect it. And then we've got HDMI and a couple of USB 3 ports there. On the other side, we've got, looks like another USB headphone. Got an SD MMC slot, and this notebook does come with an optical drive and Kensington lock. It's a 15-inch model, and it's pretty interesting because, as you can see, it's sort of black matte finish on the top, but then when you open it up on the inside, it is very silvery. There's a protective sheet there. Take a look at this. So we've got this kind of silver finish, and it's a full keyboard. Look, there's even a numpad here. So that's a big keyboard, which I've never had a notebook with a numpad. I think that may come in handy. And here we are, 15-inch, 15.6-inch screen, and here's the trackpad. It's the AMD FX processor. I'm going to take a little break. I'm going to look through the instructions that came with it here, and let's talk a little bit about what the specs are on this notebook. Okay, so this is the Lenovo Ideapad 500, 15.6-inch screen with the AMD FX 8800P processor that's inside. This is 12 compute cores, that's 4 for processing and 8 for graphics. The 4 compute cores are excavator cores. This processor was released last summer in June 2015. And this particular processor's got the 4 cores that run at 2.1. They can turbo up to 3.4. There's 2 megs of L2 cache. Oh, this is called Carrizo. It's the name it's better known as. So Carrizo. What else can I say about it? Oh yeah, of course it's an APU, so it's got R7 Radeon graphics, 512 shader processors in it. So pretty beefy, pretty good for a mobile processor. The other specs aren't listed in the paperwork that came with the machine, so what we're going to have to do is fire this thing up. I'm going to see if I can get into the UEFI, not the BIOS, but the UEFI specs page, and let's see if we can figure out what some of the hardware is just from doing that, so I don't have to go all the way into Windows and do all that stuff. So I've got the power plug here, and plugs in. It's a different power plug than I've seen. It's like rectangular instead of round. Not that that matters, but okay. See if you can kind of see the screen. You know what? I'm going to come around over here to the side. Okay. I think you can see it pretty well here. And I will turn this on, and I can hear the drive whirring up. Okay, so here we are. And so, okay, you can see, I don't know how well you're going to be able to read it, but I'll read it for you. So it's the Lenovo Ideapad 500, like I just said. What else can I see here? Blah, blah, blah. So the CPU is the AMD FX 8800P with the Radeon R7. That's 12 compute cores, 4 for regular computing, 8 for graphics. 16 gigs of memory. Nice. The hard drive appears to be a Seagate variety. Oh, it's an SSHD. Very nice. I like that. Thank you again. That's super. So it's going to be a, I think it's probably from this number, a 1 terabyte drive, and then with 8 gigabytes of cache to make it work that much faster. It's got a DVD RAM drive and some version of Windows. It doesn't tell me which version. I assume this is Windows 10. I don't see the sticker. It's got to be Windows 10, right? What else can I tell from this? Let me look over here on the configuration page. Nothing. It's wireless LAN. Oh, interesting. So, under graphics, it says dual graphic, which I think means that because this is an APU, it can do dual graphics. So that's going to be interesting. We'll have to see if the driver supports it. So, very cool. Okay, and all of this is just passwords, boot, blah, blah, blah. So, okay, I think we've got what we're going to get out of there. So that's the main specs of this notebook. Time for a summary, I think. Let me first of all say thank you to Lenovo for putting a nice APU such as that into this 1080 screen, something I haven't seen very often, and in my case I haven't owned, with a AMD APU. So thank you very much for that. It looks to be a very well built notebook and a very powerful one, and so I look forward to really getting into it and seeing what it can do. And then, of course, thanks to AMD. I've been a long-time AMD fan and Red Team member, and so this is Woot Doctor signing off. Thanks, guys.